Mic check. What's going on, world? You already know it's your boy SB, and I'd like to welcome y'all back to the 19th episode of Season 4 of the Roll Up Podcast. As always, I'd like to thank each and every one of y'all for y'all continuous support. It really means a lot to me, man, because we're taking the campaign to higher heights, and I wouldn't be able to do it without y'all. So I appreciate y'all tapping in with me and sharing them with friends. If you haven't done so already, I would encourage you to follow me on social media at The Roll Up Podcast. You can check out my main website, thesaucebradyexperience.com. That's the official hub of The Roll Up Podcast. So everything that I got going on is all in one spot. My first book is titled Here's the Truth, and it's available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble right now. My second book is titled You Deserve Better. That'll be out sometime in the fall. So y'all stay tuned to the campaign, man. I'm doing something real special with that. And it would mean a lot if I could get a lot of people involved with it. So y'all already know I like to jump right into the conversation. And today's quote for the episode is by Nelson Mandela. And it reads, "There is no passion to be found settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living." I had a chance to hang out with my guys a couple months ago. Shout out to Fox Scott and shout out to my boy Say A. Ray. And I gotta admit, it was exactly what I needed. The previous months before they came down were taking a toll on me, and I finally got a chance to truly sit with myself. During this period of reflection, I obviously looked back to see where I've been, but I began to focus more on where I'm trying to go. And I came to the conclusion that it's time for me to turn up the pressure on my brand and do what I said I was going to do. When we first found out that we were going to be parents, it revitalized my dream of becoming a well-respected author and podcast host. It also sparked a fire in me to reclaim my passion and provide a life for them that I dreamt of as a kid. At the consistency level that I bring to the work I do behind the scenes, I believe that in this upcoming season of my life, everything is going to turn around. In this new chapter that I'm embarking on, I believe it will set my family up for decades to come. That time that I spent in reflection also took me on a trip down memory lane, and I thought about all the situations that changed the trajectory of my life. From a busted football dream, choosing to go to an HBCU, taking myself to hell, taking myself back, finally finding my purpose and chasing it relentlessly. All of those things have created a new version of me, and it's time that I turn my work ethic all the way up. It made me think about all the ideas that I have in mind to push this campaign to the next level. I began to see the ways that my life could go, and I was able to get excited about accomplishing my dreams again. The main dream that I would like to accomplish outside of my career accolades is to be a better father for my kids. I want to set the example for them so when they're able to comprehend my work, they will too feel empowered to set out and do great things. In this new chapter of my life, I'm going to show them what real work ethic looks like and what it feels like to reap the benefits of hard work. This new chapter of my life will require me to revamp the person that I buried in 2016. You know, in 2016, I had laid Team Flat Radio to rest. I gave up on my dream. I let my ego get the best of me. I had a lot of stuff personally going on, and I felt like it was time for me to hang it up. But before I hung it up, I was staying up to all types in the morning, all types of time in the morning, grinding. I'm writing every day. I had over 2,000 articles on Team Flat Radio. I was super active in my blogging life, but I kind of folded to the pressure that was happening around me, and I almost hung it up. And even before I met, 2016, I met Hannah in 2017, and before I met her, you know, I was borderline convinced that it was time for me to put my childish ways behind me and settle for a life by punching the clock for somebody else. While there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, it's just not in me to spend my energy where I'm not appreciated. I'd rather use that energy to pour it into my own career so I can be one of the greats. I've seen it happen to a lot of my peers, and I believe that the same can happen to me. And just like I believe the same can happen to me, I believe it can happen for you too. We were all born with a gift, and it's up to us whether we want to accept the calling. It is my calling to encourage everyone to be the highest form of themselves, and I can only achieve this mission by demanding the same for myself. I can only achieve this by keeping my eyes locked in on my desired outcome, no matter what's happening around me. Chasing a dream is hard, but not living up to your true potential is hard too. As the quote from Nelson Mandela stated, we can achieve anything we put our minds to when we refuse to settle for less than what we are capable of living. We are doing ourselves a great disservice by folding to the pressure of society. But on the flip side, when we make the conscious decision to pursue our calling, not only are we elevating, we are actively choosing the path with the most reward. And when I say reward, not only do I mean financially, but internally as well. When we choose to enter this new chapter, we are setting higher standards to live by. We are choosing to have an abundance mindset, that will trickle down in every aspect of life. Taking care of our families, whether it's financially or emotional support, walking into a new career, becoming a better version of ourselves, all boil down to the present moment that we are in right now. Starting today, let's seize the opportunity to be great. Let's take advantage of the opportunities that our ancestors didn't have by using our differences to bring everyone back together. By choosing to enter a new chapter in our life, we are saying goodbye to the things that no longer serve us and the people who don't wish us well. One thing that I learned over the years is sometimes holding on can do more damage than letting go. So starting today, we are letting go of yesterday and doing everything in our power to be the best we can be today. And in return, we will see the true magic in our manifestations. So with that being said, it's time that we turn the page. It's time we start investing our internal resources into our higher calling to seek the return that we are asking for. Nothing is easy. And as I've said 1,000 times, and I'm probably going to say it 1,000 times more, if it was easy, everybody would do it. But as the old saying goes, 99% of the people who don't chase their dreams will end up working for the 1% who did. So I hope I said something in today's episode, that'll jumpstart your heart to pursue what's there. If you're unaware, ask God, ask the universe, for signs to point you in the direction that you want to go. Now, keep in mind that it may not be what you want to hear, but if you act on it, it will lead you to where you want to be. So, to close it out, man, I'd like to thank y'all for sticking with me through this episode. I've been tripping over my words like it's my first time talking, but, I appreciate y'all sticking with me, man. We going up this year, man, so make sure you follow the campaign via social media at The Roll Up Podcast. Make sure you check out the SolidSobriety.experience.com. Check out my book, Here's the Truth. Second book, You Deserve Better, is on the way because, in fact, you deserve better. You already know it's your boy. I'ma holla.